Okay. So last time we stopped on topic number 11. Number 2? Was it number 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, number 2. Okay. So here, number 2, the question is, do your friends like to tell jokes? Do your friends like to tell jokes?
No, no. I think we finished topic 12.
Okay, so you don't like to tell jokes with your friends?
We finished topic 12.
Ah, okay, I'm sorry. So we're done with this one. Ah, yeah, we're done with this. I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay, let's move on to topic number 12. Okay, public transportation. Okay, so we have questions from 1 to 8. What is the most popular
We
means
finished
of—
topic 12.
Wait, hold on. Let me check here, my dear. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's move on to uh transportation. We're done. We're on topic number 13. Okay, discussion, right?
Yes.
Yes, all right. So we are going to discuss, my dear. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we are going to discuss this one. So we have questions from 1 to 3. What do you like to talk about? What do you like to talk about?
Uh, my favorite topic to talk about is about the story.
Okay, so it's all about the story. Okay, so what story is that?
Mystery story. Mystery story.
Okay, what story is that you wanted to talk about?
Mystery story.
Mystery?
Mystery story.
Can you type it on the chat box, my dear? Ah, mysterious story. Story. Okay. All right. So you want to talk about mysterious story. Okay. How do you pronounce it?
Mystery.
Mysterious. Okay, one more time. Mysterious.
Mysterious.
Okay, that's right. That's good. All right. Okay, so but then this is the correct way on how to pronounce it, my dear. All right, mysterious. Can you check your chat box, please? Okay. That's the
Okay.
correct way to pronounce the word mysterious. Okay? All right. So you wanted to talk about mysterious. You can say, I want to talk about mysterious story. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You can say, I want to talk about mysterious. Okay. Or you can say, I want to talk about a mysterious story. Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's good. Okay. Okay, you said earlier, I want mysterious story, right? Better to say, or better say, I want to talk about a mysterious story. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay. So, let's move on to question number two. Did you change the way you discuss when you were a child? Did you change the way you discuss when you were a child? I will give you 2 minutes to prepare your answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so do you have the answer now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right, so what's your answer, my dear?
Mm, yes, quite a lot. When I was a child, I used to discuss mostly about my study, what happened at school, what more problem I face with my family.
Okay, it's
But
quite
when
a
I
lot. When I was a child, when I was a child, what's it again, my dear? It's quite a lot. When I was a child,
when I was a child, I used to discuss mostly about my study, what happened at school, and what problem I face with my family.
okay. So it's quite a lot. When I was a child, I used to discuss about my study, what happened with school, and with my family. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to send it to you, chat box. You said. All right. Okay. So the question, my dear, is did you change the way you discuss when you were a child? Okay. So you said, okay. So you said it's quite a lot. When I was a child, I used to discuss about my study, what happened with school and with family. Okay. So here, um, all right. So here, um, we need to rephrase your answer, my dear. Okay. So you can say the question is, have you changed or did you change? You can say, I changed the way I discuss when I were a child. Okay. You can say, okay. You can say, or better to say, I change. Done. You can say, I change. I changed the way I discuss when I were a child.
It's
When
quite a lot
I were,
when I was
yeah,
a child. I used to discuss about my study, what happened at with school and with my family.
okay, okay. Your thoughts is there, right? So, yeah. But this is the correct way on how to answer the question. I changed the way I discuss when I was a child, right? When I was a child with what happened with school, with what happened with school and with my family. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. or in school and with my family. Okay, with what? Sorry. All right. Okay, my dear. So better to say this way, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to question number 3. Do you change your opinions frequently? I will give you 2 minutes to prepare your answer about this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, do you have the answer now?
Yes.
Okay, what's your answer, my dear?
If I realize that I have made a mistake or have a misjudged a situation, I will have a second thought about that situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said, what's that again? I'm sorry.
If I realize that I have made a
Hello.
mistake or have misjudged a situation, I will have a second thought
I'm
about that
sorry, my
situation.
dear. Yes, I'm really sorry, but your voice is cutting off earlier, and yeah, I didn't hear the rest of your answer. So can you repeat your answer, please?
If I realize that I have made a mistake, I will have a second thought about that situation.
All right, that's good. Okay, so you said if I rely I make a mistake, I will have a second thought of that situation. Right? Am I right?
Yes,
Okay, all right. So this is what you've said. Okay. Now I'm going to type it through chat box. Okay, so you could also check your uh, error. Okay. So better say, I'm going to explain also. Okay. So better say, you said I rely if I make mistake, I will have a second thought on that situation. Okay, so here you said I rely. Okay, so the praise following the intransitive verb rely seems to be missing a preposition. So we need to consider adding one. Okay, it should be rely on. Okay, so if I if I rely on if I rely on I make mistake, so there should be punctuation mark. Okay, so it should be if I rely on it, I make mistake. If I make mistake, I will have second thought of that situation. Okay, so if I rely on it, I will make. Okay, so let's remove if. I will make a mistake. I will have a second thought of that situation. Okay, you can say if I rely on it, I will make a mistake and have a second thought of about that situation. Okay, if I rely on it, I will make a mistake and have a second thought about that situation. Okay, so this is now the correct sentence, my dear. Okay,
okay.
all right. Okay, so yeah, do you have any questions so I can explain?
No, I don't have question.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so we have tidy. All right, so we have tidy. Number one, are you a are you a tidy person? Are you a tidy person?
Yes, I am. I'm a tidy person.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so yes, you are. You are a tidy person. Of course you are, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, let's move on to number two. Are all of your members tidy? Are all of your members tidy?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Okay, so you said not really. Okay, better say, my dear. All right. Better say, um, most of my family members are not really tidy. Okay? Are you
Okay.
sure? Are you sure they are not really tidy? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's good. You can say most of my most of my family members are not tidy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so this is now your sentence. All right. Can you read the sentence, my dear?
Most of my family members are not tidy.
Okay, that's good. You're doing great. Okay, that's good, my dear. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to question number 3. Do you think you are tidier at school than at home? I will give you time to think of your answer. 1 minute to answer the question, okay?
Okay.
All right, my dear, do you have the answer now?
Yes, I have to be tidier at home than at school because our school is clean and organized already.
All right, you said I have to be tidy at school, right?
I have to be tidier at home than at school.
You have to be tidy at home than at school, right?
Yes,
Okay. I'm sorry. Um, I'm not really feeling well. All right. You said I have to be tidy at home than at school, right? Why you have to be tidy at home than at your school? What why is that?
because our school is clean and organized already.
Because your school is clean already. Because your school, okay, this is what you've said. I have to be tidy at home than at school because my school is clean already. Am I right? Is okay. Okay, so this is what you've said, my dear. All right. Okay, that's good. You're doing great. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Now let's move on to the next one, my dear. Let's move on to topic number 15, conversation with strangers. Okay. So do you talk with strangers?
what?
Do you talk to strangers?
No, I don't know. I talk to stranger.
Why you don't talk to strangers?
I don't like talk to stranger.
Oh, you don't like to talk with strangers. Okay, it's okay. All right, so we have questions from 1 to 3. Okay, number 1, is it hard to strike up a conversation with a stranger? I will give you time um to think of your answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, my dear. Do you have any answer now?
Uh, yes, it's hard with me to conversation with a stranger because I'm very shy and I don't like talk to strangers.
Okay. So hard. It's hard for me to talk with strangers, right?
Yes,
Okay. And sorry. And it's hard for me to talk with strangers and
I don't
what
like.
else? I
I'm
don't
very shy.
I'm pretty shy. Why are you shy, my dear?
I'm I'm not feel comfort- comfortable when I talk to a stranger.
Okay. So you said it's hard for me to talk with strangers. I pretty shy. I'm not feel comfortable when I talk to a stranger. Okay, so this is what you've said, right?
Yes,
Okay. Better to say I need to rephrase your answer, my dear, okay? Okay. So you said I pretty shy. Okay. So it seems that you are missing a verb. So consider adding it, right? So you need to say I am or I'm pretty shy. Okay. I'm not feel. Okay, I'm not feel. You can say it's I do not feel, right? So it appears that the form of verb feel does not work with I'm in the sentence. Okay, let me explain. Okay, so there are many ways to include multiple verbs in one sentence, right? So in the active voice, the simple present, let's say I sing or I rest, right? Or the simple past like I sang or I rested. So cannot be combined with verb to be, right? Instead, you can combine the auxiliary be with the present participle ing form of a verb to form various continuous tense, right? So you can say I do not feel comfortable when I talk to stranger or the noun phrase stranger seems to be missing a determiner before it. So consider adding an article. So you can say, so this would be your sentence, my dear. Better say, better say, it's hard for me to talk with strangers. I'm pretty shy. I do not feel comfortable when I talk to a stranger. Okay? Can you read the sentence?
mm, it's hard for me to talk with with stranger. I'm pretty shy. I do not feel comfortable when I talk to a stranger.
Okay, that's good, my dear. All right. So, okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so do you normally carry on? No. Number three. Are you afraid of being evaluated when you meet someone for the first time? I'll give you 2 minutes to prepare your answer. Okay. Okay. Do you have the answer now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's your answer, my dear?
Mm, I don't really mind. I don't think about it much.
I don't think about it much. Okay. So why do you think about it much?
I don't think about it much.
The question, my dear, is are you afraid of being evaluated when you meet someone for the first time? Do you know what's the word evaluated? Do
Yes.
you understand? Okay. But you don't think it much, right? You don't
Yes.
care. You don't care if people or someone you meet for the first time will evaluate you, right? That's good, my dear. That's the spirit. Okay. Okay, you said I don't I don't think it much.
I don't think it's much.
Okay. But better say because when you are taking an IELTS exam, my dear, though your answer is correct, but we need to answer it in a complete sentence. Okay? You can say you can say I'm not afraid of being evaluated when I meet someone for the first time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to type it through chat box, okay? I am not afraid of being evaluated when I meet someone for the first time. Yeah, you shouldn't be afraid of being evaluated, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah, you are yourself. Yes, okay. So this is the correct way on how to answer the question, my dear. Okay. Now I would like you to read the sentence. Can you read?
I'm not afraid of being evaluated when I meet someone for the first time.
That's good. Let's move on to topic 15. Humor. Okay. Do you know what's humor?
Yes.
You know, right? Yes. Okay, that's good. Now, we have questions from 1 to 6. Do you like being close to a person who has a good sense of humor?
What?
Do you like being close to a person who has a good sense of humor?
Yes, I very like it.
Okay, you said yes, I really like it. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. But as I've said before, you need to answer it in a correct sentence or in a complete sentence, okay? Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I have headache. I'm really sorry. Okay. Um, we can say I like being close to a person who has a good sense of humor. You can say yes, I like. You can say yes, I
Yes, I like
like.
being close to a person who has a good sense of humor.
Yes, that's right, Minty. Yes, that's really important to have someone who has a good sense of humor, right? Okay. So this is your sentence, my dear. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to question number 2. Now, what programs do you find funny on TV? I will give you time to think of your answer, just 1 minute, okay? All right. Do you have the answer now, my dear? Because we only have 1 minute left. Oh, I
Yes.
have to extend 2 minutes, because I was late earlier. Okay. So what's your answer, my dear?
Um, I don't watch TV that much. Um,
You don't watch TV that much
yes, because it's kind bored with me. It's kind boring.
because
It's kind boring.
it's boring.
Yes.
It's boring with me. Okay. All right. So, this is what you've said, my dear. Okay. So I need to rephrase your answer. So I don't watch TV that much because it boring for me, right? So you can say, it is boring for me. So it seems that you are missing a verb. So we need to add the verb, okay, which is S. Okay, so you can say, I don't watch TV that much because it is boring for me, or I find it boring. You can say that way. Okay,
Okay.
okay, better say this way. All right. Now, this time, you're doing great with your listening skills, right? So I don't have a problem with that. We need to improve more of uh your pronunciation, and also your grammar, right? Like writing, also your writing. So I would like you to have, I will give you an assignment, okay? I will give you an assignment. I'd like you to make a scenario. Right. I would like you to meet homework. This is for your homework, my dear. Your homework, you are going to write a paragraph about someone you just met. Okay? All right, my dear.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's for your homework. All right, so yeah, thank you so much for having you in my class tonight. And you're doing great. Just keep up the wonderful things you are doing, my dear. And I'll see you next time. Okay?
Okay.
See you next time. Have a good night.
Goodbye. See you again.